everyone, my name's Alex and I'm kind of new at this, but I decided to make a YouTube channel to show you what it's like to have a service dog. So today we are getting ready to go out. It's Sunday, so I'm going to be going to church today with my service dog. And here she is. So this is Pixie. Full name's Pixie Does, but we call her Pixie for short. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys what it's like to get her ready to go to church with me. So first off, we've got her prong collar. It's a nice little collection training tool that I use that she responds to really well. Doesn't hurt her. It's kind of just like when another dog puts pressure on their neck when they're doing something they don't like, kind of telling her to knock it off. So I use that when she's being a little stubborn and not always wanting to listen while out. So it's a great tool. So it just goes right around her neck just like a normal collar. So it just kind of goes on like that, as you can see. It's a nice little training tool there. Then we got her dress. Now she doesn't always wear clothes when we go out, but sometimes she does. Since we're going to church, I like to put her in a little dress. And it is a Disney dress. It has all the little cute Disney dogs on it. So it's got like, it's got Percy from Pocahontas. That's a little pug, in case you guys don't know who that is. It has a Doug, obviously from Up. Everyone knows who Doug is. And it has a bunch of the other Disney dogs on there. Some of your more famous Disney dogs. And it's got Nana from Peter Pan. Everyone knows and loves Nana. And Max from Ariel and a bunch of other dogs. So here's a cute little Disney dress here. You can kind of see a lot of all the dogs. Then I put her in a stay so that she stays. Well, I come over here and I've got her vest. So that way she knows that she's working. She knows when she doesn't have that on, that she's off duty and can kind of do what she wants. Most of the time. Sometimes if we make a stop on our way home from something else and I don't have it, I'll work unvested, which is allowed by law. They're not required to wear a vest. So the vest just kind of clips on. Like that, and I give her a command saying, tell her time to work, and that's her command. That way when I don't have the vest, she knows when she's working, when she's not. She's got all her cute little patches on here, you can kind of see. And I just got a gift card for Christmas to Etsy, so I'm going to be see a lot of cute new patches in our future. And then of course, we got her leash. We're working on off-leash training just for situations where we might not have a leash or might not want her to be on a leash in order to do a certain task. So that just clips right onto a prong collar, just like that. And of course, because her name's Pixie Dust, it has Tinkerbell on it, because why not? Who doesn't like Tinkerbell? And then in her backpack, I've also got her blanket and some other things for her. Obviously poop bags. We got a little cleanup kit, so if we have any sort of accident, whether it's if she gets sick while we're out or anything like that, I have a way to clean it up, quick and easy. So now that we're all ready, I'll go show you how we put her in the car. And sometimes, depending on where we're going, I'll bring treats. Today is one of those days where I'm not going to bring treats for her, because one of those days where I'm not bringing treats for her, because I'm kind of sort of starting to wean her off of treats and just work based off of praises and a reward. now we're walking over to the car, and I'll kind of show you how I put her in the car. So first I put her in a sit. That way I can put all my stuff in my car. So I set my purse down in her backpack up front with me. And then I give her her nifty little command to get in the car, which is load up. And as you can see, she comes running, she comes around the corner, and she jumps right into that car for me. Nice, quick, easy way to get her in the car, especially if I have my hands full. So then what I do, because I am a little bit safety concerned, is I put a seatbelt harness on. That's why, just like with people, why we wear seatbelts if we get in an accident. I don't have to worry about her being ejected from the car or anything else. So the reason I went with this particular brand of seatbelt is because it's crash tested, and I watched a video of how they crash test, and they crash test them pretty much the same way they crash test car seats for kids. They have a little dummy dog, a little stuffed dog that they put in, and they put it in the seatbelt, and they basically run it through their little simulator thing, and it shows that the dog kind of jerks forward and then back, but doesn't really go anywhere. So safety is really important to me. I want to keep her as safe as possible. So she goes in the back seat. If she needs to alert to me, she still can. She'll whine, but I put her in the back seat. That way, again, if we're in an accident, I don't have to worry about those airbags going off and injuring her in any way. So, as you can see, I've now got that seatbelt harness hooked up to her. So this part just clips to right there, like that. And then I just kind of scoot her over, like that. And then this part just clips into here, down there, and it's just like a normal seatbelt. Now, if there's an accident, as you can see, she's not going to go anywhere. And obviously safety is one of my main concerns with her, like I've said, so just want to keep her nice and safe. So there she is, now all nice and buckled. So this is where I'm going to go in, and I'm going to shut the door and get in the seat, and we're going to drive to church, and I'll show you how I unload her at church there. Alright everyone, we have now arrived at the church, and I will now show you how I unload Pixie from the car. The first step is obviously I have to get out myself. And that beat me is because I have my keys in the car still, so take those out. Put them on here. Righty, so this unloading is pretty similar to the way I loaded her. So first obviously I have to open the door because she can't do it herself. And then I just have to get back a little bit, and I'm going to sit. Well, I do this normally I stand, but just to make it a little easier to shred. So I start by just taking this that I hooked into her harness to undo it. We just undo that, and then that releases the buckle. And then I just finish taking her harness off of her here. And then we just have to pull her leash through, kind of like that. And then I stand up, and I tell her wait. And she comes to me and I tell her wait. She knows she's supposed to wait for her command. Up. So I get the leash all situated in my hand before I let her out. Makes it a little easier for me. So now that I've got everything all situated here, I've got the leash. I'll tell her unload. She unloads. She likes to shake afterwards, and then she comes right into a heel, which is what she's supposed to do. Then to get her stuff out, it's a lot easier to get the backpack on when I'm not holding the leash. So I bring her to the front of the car like this, and I tell her sit, and she sits, and I tell her stay, and she'll stay there until I release her. So as you can see, she's still staying just like she's supposed to. So then I can easily have both hands to grab out the backpack and my purse, and anything else that we might need when we go into a store. In this case, I just need her backpack and my purse. And then I come back over to where she was, and I pick up her leash. She went to the bathroom before we left the house, so I don't have to worry about giving her that chance. Then I just lock the car. And as you see, she walks right into a heel right next to me. That's how we go about unloading her from the car. I'll show you as we enter the church where she lays and everything, so. So you can see she's still walking in that very pretty heel with me. Alright, so now that we've arrived at the row that we're going to sit in, I'll show you how she does. So what I do is I tell her, walk in front. And she kind of walks in front. And she keeps going. She goes under everyone. That's called tucking. Until she gets to where I tell her to stop. Good girl. And then I put down her blanket for her. Because I want her to be as comfortable as possible. So I always bring a blanket for her to lay on. So this is her blanket. It stays in the backpack. And the way I go about doing this is I just get down on my knees and I tell her out. That way she moves out where I need to put it. Over here. See? And I move her to another spot. So she'll lay there. And then I get her blanket all situated underneath my seat. That way she's out of the way. And she loves her blanket. She knows that she's supposed to go to a blanket. So sometimes she doesn't wait till I tell her to go to it. So I have to recorrect her there. But it's good that she knows that. Because then if I'm in a place, like if we're late to a movie, I can just put it down and I tell her tuck. And as you can see, she goes and she lays straight down on her blanket. And that's where she stays for the hour service. And then when we go to the second hour, we move to a different room. And the blanket comes with us and it's the same thing. So stay tuned for more videos. And again, I'm new at this, so I apologize for